So, so people are starting to recognize you. No one told you to recognize me. No, the entire point of being was to walk through. No, no, you, no. Mm-mm. You do not get to. No, you, uh, I'm working on something I do not want to be into. Fuck. Right. What do you think? Like celebrities actually feel like? I went here to get coffee. Weren't you that guy that was? It's always weren't you that guy? Uh, they. No, 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 no. You're Jesus. This is a big thing. It's. No, 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 no. I was working on a song for my wife, but you know, I really don't want to start telling you about your life right now and everything that might happen and what is happening. Um, but the fact you recognize me obligates me to what type of celebrity has that thought process? Obviously, the father told you something, and it was um, not happenstance that we're talking right now. Whatever, I'm waiting for him to. That's usually how I get identified because I'll be me, right? So I had already heard, you know, your heart and everything that you wanted to say. I can do that for you. Yeah. And it's, you can't shut out your own fans. You realize that. Like, I didn't ever do it to have fans. I did it because that's what you needed. I did it because I'm your protector. I did it because that's who I am. I didn't do it to get fans. I was just myself. I was writing this song, right? And I think that Mary had that same connection that you might have, right? So it was difficult to go through the scripture and be like, well, I can do this, but based on this scripture, I can't do this. And it was like, well, do something was, I think, the communal, com, overcome you to live uh, expression of the church and everybody else, right? There was an entire war going on. So it was what I was writing. I'm going to continue writing it because it doesn't make sense to. I don't think you'd want to meet your favorite celebrity in the middle of what he was doing. Um, I always thought about it. Oh, yeah, we're going to do this thing for Mary. So, if you wanted to meet Mary, then meet her properly. There was a situation in the White House that was dealt with. She wasn't honored the way things should have gone. And she bitched about it. She did. But you never know with her. You know, she's her own little goddess type of who she is. And she wrote it. I told her once, figure out how you wrote these songs, right? I was like, no, figure out how you wrote these songs. And she wrote and she wrote and she wrote. Oh, no, 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 no. Mary is on a whole different level. She's starting her journey. That's different. Mary is. Mary's married. You have to ask her. So I don't feel right speaking for her, but I could tell you what she's done. She wasn't happy about being shot. I know that, but she wrote what she wrote.
Lowe's knows value means more than just a low price. That's why we offer a full line of Whirlpool appliances built to last.
Late night when all the world is sleeping, I stay up and think of you. And I wish on a star that somewhere you are thinking of me too. 'Cause I'm dreaming of you tonight till tomorrow. I'll be holding you tight, and there's nowhere in the world I'd rather be than here in my room, dreaming about you and
No, no, no. I want you to take that as an example, right? So the first time I heard that song, by no coincidence, we're watching Jennifer Lopez play Selena, right? I had watched Stop me in my tracks. Now, can you imagine a woman? She's 10 years younger than I am, right? So I got 10 years of a lot of moments before we'll actually meet. So I'm like, all right, for no reason at all, this dude from the hood starts bumping Selena albums. Bitty Bitty Bomb Bomb. No, no, it doesn't look weird to anybody else. It didn't. So that was weird. In the hood, yeah, that was not something. So anyway, I so I started bumping Selena for 2 weeks. It was still weird. And she shouldn't have done that. So going through all of that, right, and then learning her songs, Como La Flor, and that became a part of me. And you know, you see the movie, and then you meet her in real life, and you're like, she still has the same voice. She still has the same. She can't dance anymore. She still complains that she can't dance. She can if she would let herself go. Fat ass. She's always had that fat ass. But so when you meet her face to face and who she is, and she's sitting there like taking this conglomeration of who she is. I mean, you're talking to Joan of Arc. You're talking to. There's a few different names, but they're associated with her husband. We're usually together and going through something. I usually go out first, and I think that she the Jackie Onassis part of her was more prevalent, and we were talking about it with the first night, and then we were kind of like, well, what do you want to do with her? I was like, all right, well, marriage is marriage. And do you miss her? Like, the father got involved in counseling, so I think first of all we would start there. And she would come over here, and she'd be like, well, I want you to talk about me, right? And at the time, it was, you're irritating. So we're going to go do this. And then that didn't work out at all. So I don't think you could tell your wife that she's irritating, which was my way of just saying shut up and stop. So I'm working on a more softer approach. A softer approach with her while I write this song. It's gonna be an amazing song once she hears it. But I don't write pop music. Like if I write